Siema, z tej strony Matiax, a to jest odcinek kolejny z Disco Elysium. Wiem, tej gry długo nie było, ale po prostu tą grę ciężko się nagrywa w odcinkach, ona jest bardziej pod streamy, ale nie pamiętam co ja sobie nie robiłem. Czyli co już mamy? Okej. No tak, trzeba ściągnąć, zapomniałem o tym.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. His skin is marbled, with decaying veins and blotched by lividity.
Dobra.
On his chest, a fading web of tattoos. The cargo belt used to hang him from the tree. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violet. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appeared.
Dobra.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity go.
The monster comes back into
So, what do you think?
Czyli jeszcze raz. Ale ta wsteczka robiłeś, bla bla. Roż wskazuje miejsca, gdzie krew opadła w pierwszych godzinach po śmierci.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports her hanging. There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck are you saying? Talking about shit.
Maybe.
Dobra, chyba.
I agree.
His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead. That sounds about right, yes.
But there is no breath to catch.
Dobra.
Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostril.
Of course. You have questions. Do I remind?
A child born with Muller's
O,
disease,
coś przypomniałem.
harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
Czyli
You sure we got out of that one? Coppellini. Come back later, Coppo.
ten z nim.
Amuse yourself with my Frank.
A, dobra, kojarzę, tu nie.
The man before
Nie.
you.
Tu gdzieś były drzwi, to kojarzę, że co jakiś czas.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by
No tak, to
workmen.
przewaliłem. Tu są drzwi.
An Inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing.
Uraz, dobra.
Yes? What do you want to know? What's there to say? It's just stupidity. The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
What?
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words.
Oh,
I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary,
oh.
somewhere in your mind hangs a dark green blackboard. There are 2 columns. One says, cases solved. The other, confirmed kills. The rows are endless. Jean Vicmer, Judith Minot, a special consultant. What was his name? Then the rows degrade into green nothingness. Your brothers have left you.
Oh.
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
It's all part of the master plan, you see.
O, dobra. Dobra.
The silence carries.
No, dobra, to
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
O, czekajcie, bo coś nowego. Co ja dostałem? O, magazyn, co? Encyklopedia się woli, retoryka. Naturka, empatia. Tego może też. Percepcja. No już szybko. Ja w percepcję. Logika. Trudny. Dobra. Jak ja mam go ściągnąć?
The trash container. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. The container sounds a muffled gong.
mapa. A... Wykonane. Dobra. No i z Kuną będzie ciężko gadać. Dobra, nie. Nowy zapis.
Yes?
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right. You look dumb if you keep...
Jeszcze raz. Czytaj. Potwierdź. Zobaczymy, czy teraz się uda. Jak się uda. Dobra, to jest 72% szans.
Yes?
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
Dobra, jeszcze raz. Czyli po którym możesz czytać. Aha, nie da się tu zrobić. Szybkiego wczytania, nie. Dobra. Jeszcze raz. Do kilku razy sztuka. Do 3.
Yes?
Because you're the best qualified.
Dobra, nie. Jestem tak blisko, jednak trochę daleko. Dobra. To się później można zająć. Trzeba Kuna popytać, czy coś wie na temat tego tutaj. Ale raczej odwrotnie.
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno's Kuno pig?
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Co tu wybrać?
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that book shit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying. Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book. Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Everybody! Escalate! Pig's in a Kuno! Somebody, please!
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
Help! He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now... No one? Kuno's...
This is where Kuno establishes dominance over you. Change your plan. You can't let that happen. It will make things harder down the line.
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to took...
Listen to your friend. Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno! No!
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim.
Fucking logical! Help! The logical pig is fiddling Kuno! Look,
For emphasis, a ghost is saying that,
I know you wanted to hit me. You got the...
relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that.
Kuno up. You're nothing.
Kuno turned you.
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna.
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
You don't talk to me about my fucking peeper. You don't know where I come from. You just Kuno's bottom bitch.
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch. As you
Click, 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 click.
Kuno doesn't.
Dobra. No, trzeba iść z Garetem pogadać. Czy on coś wie na ten temat, co się tutaj dzieje? Dobra, nie to. Garet.
Can I help you?
Co mam zrobić?
Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes.
Czekaj, nie to.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. The trash collection service, CS Municipal.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little... Thank you anyway.
Yes.
Dobra, czyli na razie zbytnio się niczego nie dowiaduję, bo to jest takie... Dobra. Czy muszę dostać się jakimś cudem do związku? Tam gdzie strajkują. To będzie problem, bo nie wiem jak tam się dostać, ale... Nie, musimy ostrzegać. Możliwe, że się zimy. Nie do końca pamiętam mapę. Udało mi się tutaj przejść na dół, nie pamiętam czy tu byłem. Aha. Rękawiczki. Łom, piękny. Nożyce, latarka, przedmioty, interakcja. Dobra. A,
A rusting control panel. This panel usually closes the water lock. You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against, but nothing happens. Nothing happened. A spring brings the lever. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
dobra, czyli tu już musiałem być w takim razie. To znaczy, że tu też musiałem być. To znaczy, że tu z tym gościem gadałem, to pamiętam. Nie, teraz wracam. Ojej, dobra. No tu się... Kurde, tu się przejść nie da. Z tym gościem można byłoby się sobie później potargować. Mam nadzieję, że to nie zbytnio czasu nie goni. pięknie, żonobijka jest, musi być. Jest. Mam jednego całego rela.
A small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter. Some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
Nie, ja to już... Dobra. Dobra, mamy całego jednego...
A Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie. Not many people outside of Grad, and Revachol West too.
A Stash Raiko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time. An old case for my precinct. A couple of Jim's migrants saw a Stash Raiko stopped in the street, painted just like this, muddy brown. Murdered the driver on the spot.
A o tym oni mówią, nie o tym, dobra.
They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The Jims community protested the trial, flying the banners of some old king or whatever. 5,000 came to protest.
Correction. 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
Is that so, officer? I'll take you at your word. People we are paid to protect. Let's leave it at that. 4 years for murder in reunion. The perps were remorseful. Their sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's the system.
The prisons in the greater Revachol industrial harbour are already full. Prisoners are expensive to maintain. The longer the sentence, the larger the cost.
Could it be another Stash Raiko murder? Honestly, that just doesn't seem like the type of vehicle our dead guy would drive. So my initial guess is the two are not related. Yes, detective? You sure you're not Jimsk?
Yes, you're sure you're not. Or if you are, it's only in that Revacholian.
Dobra, bo... Uuu. Rele, a co tutaj mamy?
A lorry stuck. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman. The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor. The back end of the cabin has a small book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy. Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
To nie dobra, coś nowego mam? A nie. Dobra. No, to się
Right to work! Right to work! Honest men, we came in.
I have a question.
You think they follow because...
Dobra. Dobrze, idziemy.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer. I don't operate in that capacity.
I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
If it's so simple, why did the scout leader warn you of the guards blocking the way?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini supremacist up there. Walk right past him. Then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best measure, or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible. Not yet, no. Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition. Sure.
Czy jakimś cudem mam chłopa wyminąć? Tutaj też da się w jakiś sposób wejść, ale ja nie wiem. Mam łop.
Last we saw, your race was being superseded by the Seminese.
Dobra.
It is my task to keep the degenerate tongues from entering the arbor. That's it. Bring your the walls.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Meshuggah's race theory. He would take you as one of his own. Well, not as such. What you do with a mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
Nie.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop.
He had nothing to do with it.
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a fruit.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be small.
That atavistic stigmata makes pussy say yes, plenty.
Babe, thanks. But I got this. Oh, don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
Co tu zrobić teraz?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic. Of course you are, Levasholian man. The failure of, above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Stop explaining yourself. No one cares about your beliefs. The conversation has moved on. Tell me, what degenerate subculture has made you dress in this shameful way?
Oh.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race. The South Island, like we are the future. That I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulumbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women good.
I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good.
That will be the...
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits. A protrude.
The lieutenant does...
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He still has the use of his mind.
Zbijać to swoją... Dobra. Cheers. Oh. Nie mam nic. Dobra. To jest menu, dobra. Okej, to nie tłumaczy. Czas. Okej, czerwone są trwałe. Białe są powtarzalne. Weak save. Głupi pomysł, ale... No...
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
How did this happen?
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it.
Your fist cracks in.
The words to the song have changed.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. Very, very bad. All you feel is pain, and cop suffers final heart attack.
Dobra. Szybko poszło.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last
Udało
saw
się.
you. You have really let yourself go.
Udało się za drugim.
Just like that.
Co się
Instinct
stało?
took
Jest
over.
dobrze.
A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break. The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip.
Boom.
Oh God, wrong move. Your head is in his hand.
Say it. I am a degenerate drunk.
Nie?
The compression is unbearable. This is
You are a poor player of physical chess.
Ajajajajaj. Było blisko. Było naprawdę blisko, nie powiem. Jeszcze raz.
Your race descent has only worsened
Dobra.
since I last saw
O
you.
Boże,
You have really let yourself go.
how did this happen?
You must be out of your mind.
Your fist,
The words,
your hand twists.
good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further. Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really...
Dobra, jeszcze raz. Co, jak ja powinienem wydupcyć? Dobra.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you.
38.
You have really let yourself go.
How did this happen?
You...
Dobra, już tu mogę wczytać. To jest... trzeba powtarzać. Dobra,
Your
najpierw
race
tego
descent
uderzyć
has
i
only
tyle.
worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Zrobić.
How did this happen?
You must be...
Dobra, wczytaj jeszcze raz. Tu ładnie i teraz go na dziurę mamy. Musi się udać teraz. Za 10 razem się uda.
Your race
Piąty.
descent has only worsened since I
Raz
last
na
saw you.
5.
You have really let yourself go.
How did...
Wczytaj. Quick save, szybko. A trochę tego się powtórzy, chyba że w ostateczności stwierdzę, że się poddam.
Your race descent has only worsened
Kurwa,
since I last
1
saw you.
na 6.
You have
Niedobrze.
really let yourself go.
How did...
Dobra, tu byś...
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
How did this happen?
Dobra, jeszcze raz.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Kurwa.
How did this happen?
You must be out of your mind.
Dobra. Klik oświetlenia, zbliżenie broni, interakcja ma posłowy myśli. Jeszcze raz. Doszło.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
How did this happen?
You must. Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
How did this...
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let
Dobra, udało
yourself
się, o to chodzi,
go.
o to chodzi.
Just like that, the man is reeling, gasping for air. Time, all you hear is a small gurgle.
O, mamy to.
The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed
Mamy
eyes
to,
looking
udało
at
się.
you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button.
Blisko demonka.
As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new measurehead now.
No one is the new measurehead. Let's go before he gets up.
No, to jest skrzyneczka.
The man is
Może to się w końcu otworzy. O! Ale to się otwarło, ale ja muszę zobaczyć jedną rzecz, czy aby na pewno wszystko się nagrywa. Dobra, z powrotem jestem. Trzeba tutaj przełożyć. Mhm. Trzeba porozmawiać z przewodniczącym związku, a tu coś leży. Pismo, le filmy,
an imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, tokens unavailable.
Dobra, może później. Będzie wręczenie. Szafka.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks. The drawer opens smoothly, hundreds of documents containing and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revis. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. The drawer slides.
No do tego... O, coś tu było? Tak. O. inny test. Będzie do roboty. Kilka razy coś czuję.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Look how blurry hermeneutics was almost within your grasp. The drawer slide.
Dobra, wczytujemy. 42. A to w sumie mogę nawet chyba sobie pod siebie ustawić te. To jest mi potrzebne.
The file cabinet stands
Siła
steady.
woli. Mniejsza
The drawer
frekwencja.
slides.
To mi za dużo nie daje. Aha, dobra, jeszcze raz.
Stand steady as ever. Look how blurry all the line. Hermeneutics was almost. The drawer.
Jeszcze raz. Jak nie to... Trzecia próba.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever.
Udało
Whatever's
się.
hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, it appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters.
Okej.
Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out and the note itself is crumpled.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list. What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Blood?
Jak średnie, Hanna.
Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht. All items on the list have hundreds of and the same material you already went through the drawer. So
Dobra, zaczęliśmy na
the already familiar code. The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move. It's unclear whether you actually have muscle. Sure, why not?
Dobra, tu się do góry da wejść.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. The white rectangle. This is your cloak. You can feel it.
Yes, it does bear the RCM insignia. And we are the only... The service cloak issued to you by your station?
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for you.
Dobra, teraz tak. No zaraz się jeszcze wygląda. Okej, czyli jak ja się mam tu dostać? O! Już... Czekaj, zanim to tutaj nie wchodzi. Tutaj, to jest tu.
Snow is quietly covering the numerous wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here. Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner, 3 bottles of Commodore Red, and almost 4 packs of cigarettes.
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you. Yes, this looks pretty advanced, all right. For now...
This is the night watchman's. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
If you must.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and it's a black and white photo of a young couple out.
Why did you take that? Fine. But let's move. I don't want...
The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons. The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box. Oh boy, where to start? Elevated risk of... Maybe this was a bad idea.
No, w sumie rację, jak tu widzę.
You stand.
Czy inaczej, zabalowaliśmy jak ciuńciunio, zgubiliśmy broń. Nie, bo ja tu idę.
A rusting control panel with marsh. On. Arrest. Off.
Ja może na razie bym tego nie ruszał. Dobra. Kasa jest. Chodzi. Musi być kasa, dobra. Robert. Dobra, kliknę 2 razy, to mnie zaprowadzi w jednej grę. Tutaj musimy iść tam na dół, pewno otwór. Dobra. Tu są schody. Którędy idziemy? Dobra. Na dół sobie zszedł zobaczyć, czy co się stanie.
A rusting control marsh. On. Arrest. The crane stands tall with a loud grind. The crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
No dobra, przesunęło i... Coś więcej jest tam, czy...
And, with a surprisingly quiet... The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again. Now that moving this...
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers. Except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Huh. Dobrze. O, to trzeba otworzyć.
Before you stands a cargo container. Just...
You do? Because I don't. There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? There may very well be, but we are not here to look for that. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body.
No reply. You attempt to your left. The lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Zobaczyć mnie tu po prostu. Do tamtych drzwi rozwalały. Piąta. kurde. Szekle znowu. Kurde, zaraz gościowi będą...
Container, I'll turn you nice and red.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund on Muindi.
Oh.
Container, used to be...
No dobra, gdzie to prowadzi? Dobra. Coś takiego tu mam, przedmioty. Dobra. I w tym odcinku to by było na tyle. Do następnego.